Alrighty. Howdy neighbors and welcome to the kid at the back, or welcome back to the kid at the back. An update has been released, which we got day 2 or chapter 2. I feel like we should oh my god, it was in January. Say back to this. Why'd it bring me back here? That's not where that was. Alright, well, fuck it. I guess this is what we're doing. Here we go. I'm assuming each one with a partner will work on the upcoming weeks. You and your partner will be doing 3 different works of art that will be submitted by the deadline. Hope you all get a partner already by this time. And I want you to go to your designated partners before I start explaining your tasks. Right, because we had to get a partner and we didn't, and then he was gross, and then I said, okay. You mumble under your breath. This is what we get for not attending his class last time. You don't have a partner. You panic as you look around, trying to spot some loner or an unfortunate soul, like you who wasn't able to attend last time. From the looks of it, it seems like everyone is already partnered up. Just great. You're forced out of your seat when your seatmate's partner will be occupying you for the class. Unlike the rest of the class scurrying around to meet their partner, there was one who wasn't moved from his seat. Room to where he was situated, he seems to be reading a book. There a small cough catches his attention. He closed his book and looked up at you. Seems like you're a bit lost. Do you have a partner? No. Well, just your luck. Me neither. So, don't have partners? Sure, why not? Took the vacant seat right beside him. His book now tucked away, and on his desk is now a pen and a piece of paper, seemingly ready to take notes. Hey, I've never got to know your name. It's not quite important. Well, I should at least know what to call you instead of Green Street Hair Guy. Here was a rather silly nickname you gave him for slightly shaking his head. Oh, right, it's Sullivan. Or Sullivan, excuse me. Brugmancia. You just call me Soul. Soul. We already did that. Yeah, because there it is. I wonder what I said last time. Something with sun and brightness. He nodded. Guess you could say that. I like it. It's a unique name. Thanks. I forgot I made the Cunningham. Oh, I'm just so bad at last names. Long games. Nice to finally know your name, Soul. Soul nodded with a small smile before turning his attention back to the professor. For this term, I want you and your partner to pass 3 art pieces. First one will be a portrait of your partner, strictly on paper with charcoal as a medium. You groaned. Boomer art teachers. The professor then proceeds to give the other 2 tasks before leaving you and the rest of the class to your task for the day. Everyone started talking with their partners, some taking out their needed materials as the other one poses. He turned to Soul as he took out his own charcoal pencil and a sketch pad for the class. Gotta tell you right now, Soul, I don't like that it's looking at me. Go there. Yeah, because the perspective changed. I'll go. Pretty great. Look, it's a small smile. I have to see some of your works then. So would you like me to draw you? So would you like me to draw my portrait first? Here, wait, let me get my things. To carry a sketch pad, a charcoal pencil, as Soul relax it on his seat. Is that good to pose, or? Maybe do a 3/4 angle pose? Alright. Yeah, that's the man. Your eyes scanned his face. The more you look at him, the more you notice some of his features. His cheekbones, his lips with 2 piercings, his thick eyebrows, where his hair settles on his shoulders, and his reddish-orange eyes. He's actually quite handsome. For a moment you just stared at his eyes. He noticed and stared back, his pupils dilating, before he realized he was staring. Heat rising to his cheeks, he quickly averted his head away. Hey, eyes on me. Sorry, I'm not used to being stared at for this long. Relax, it's just me. Plus, you'll stare at my boring face after I'm done with your portrait. Your face isn't boring. Thank you! Actually, I think you look beautiful. Thank you! He says without even thinking twice, and then met yours, half-lidded, and his pupils were wide. Now it's your turn to turn red. You hid your face behind your sketchpad and whacked him with your charcoal pencil. I was saying, stop saying stupid and stay still. Sola just chuckled, and stilled his movements, a hand on his chest and a smile on his face. Before you knew it, the bell rang and class was over. You weren't done with your sketch, however. The conversation kept repeating in your mind. It made it hard for you to concentrate. And like hell you're gonna show it to Sol. Come on, speak. It's not done yet. Boo! You shook the sketchpad into your bag before Sol would grab hold of it. Get up from your seat and head out of the classroom. Sol coming close behind with his own bag, as he leaves as well with the rest of the class. You have a phone. We should exchange numbers and update each other so we can do the next 2 more tasks. Sol then takes out his own phone and asks for your number. You recite it out as he inputted it on his phone. We try to send you a message. You nodded and looked at your phone screen and saw a new notification from an unknown number. This must be Sol's. What's up? Look at his icon! It's so cute! You type so differently from how you look. What is that supposed to mean? Nothing. You chuckled. He rolled his eyes. You're a good guy, Sol. How about we hang out again tomorrow? By request, Sol's eyes widened in disbelief. He lets out a breath that he was somehow holding before sighing. Of course, I'll see you tomorrow then. You nodded and walked off, leaving him to wave goodbye. Oh, giving him a wave goodbye, and returning it with his own small wave. As you walk through the hallway, your eyes caught on something on a nearby bulletin board. A poster was plastered on the large board. The Hallows Ball. Come enjoy the festive spirit of Hallows Eve. Halloween party, huh? By the time you arrive at your small apartment, it's already past 5 p.m. You stretch out your arms without a small groan. You lock your doors and decide to just order out for dinner. You went to your living room and plopped down on the couch and took out your phone. Scrolling through it until a ping notified you of a new message. Anyone want to go to the Halloween party this Friday? It's gonna be awesome. Aren't we a bit too old for costume parties? Is it required? I like how now it's icons so we can, like, see the people, instead of just being, like, random pictures. Required. You're two are no fun at all. I won't go if it's not a school requirement. Much less a waste of my time. Is it? No, it isn't. But it'll be a great and fun experience for all of us. I mean, we should loosen up a bit, you know? I agree with Crow. Count me in. Pass. There are more important things to do than party. Now will you excuse me? I'll be doing my leftover tasks for tonight. Jiro has gone offline. Sheesh, stick in the mud as usual. What about you, Games? Me? You join in? It'll be fun. You're honestly surprised they somehow remembered you. Do your calendar through your phone. You don't seem to have any plans in the near future. Or plans at all. Like to just spend your time in your apartment alone. Valid. I mean, sure. That's great to hear. Crow seems happy about it. You giggled. It also reminds you of something, or rather someone. Opening another chat, you tapped in Soul's newly added contact, sent him a message by sending the picture of the same poster Daryl sent. A Halloween party, hosted by the school? Yeah. I'm not quite into parties. Oh. Oh. Well, that's alright. Just asking is all. Soul is typing. Wait. If you're coming, then I'm coming as well. I love that you can see only one of his piercings in his icon. I think it's very funny. Really? Really? Do you plan on dressing up? I don't know, do you? I mean, it's a costume party, so why not? Try to think of something then. It's where you can feel a smile behind those words. With a quick word of goodbye, you set your phone down when you heard your doorbell. You don't need to hang up a text. You really don't. Let's do the food delivery. Afterwards, you ate your dinner and prepared yourself for bed. You thought of today and the events that occurred. And meeting Soul, of course. He's a really nice guy. It's a wonder you never met him despite sharing a single class with him. Oh well. You went to your bedroom, letting out a big yawn as you stretch your body. You turn your laundry slowly piling up and scratch your head. We'll probably do laundry tomorrow, but for now, you plop yourself out of the soft cushions of your bed. You into a comfortable position and slowly dozing off as you close your eyes, bracing sleep as the night goes. I am so jealous of people that can do that. Is this where it gets gross? And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me, the one who loves. I was a child, she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. Oh! Day 2 of the kingdom. Huh. I really thought he would be gross. The sun setting by the horizon colors the grassy field into a deep golden orange as the wind made some strands of hair brush across your face. Your ever-beloved home, the tall grass, the fresh air, the various farm animals that you and your family raised since you were but a mere child. You can't even imagine what was happening before you right now. This group of people came while they talked with your father, your only family member left. You could see the distress in your father's eyes as he tries his best to negotiate with the people before him. The desperation in his voice, the sweat running down his neck as he moves around his hand, gesturing this and that. Please just give me more time. I promise I could pay up. That's all I have left. I don't know where else to go if we lose this farmland. We've given you enough chances already, Mr. Cunningham. If you don't pay your debt, we will take your land. The loud ringing the school bell rang across the hallway, and you jerk out of your thoughts. Students came out through their classroom doors. You feel someone shaking you awake. Hey, it's Crow! You sat up and met face to face with Crow. Oh, good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Let out a yawn. You opened your eyes as you looked around. Your fellow classmates are now gone from their seats, and it's now lunchtime. Huh? What'd I miss? Nothing important. No, if you're having doubts, I could lend you my notes afterward. Thanks, Crow, you're a lifesaver. Anything for you. Recall the little dream I had. I quickly shake it off as you let off a stretch, popping a few joints before you get up and went out of your classroom with Crow in tow. You met up with a group of your friends, seeing Daryl with Geo and Crow, waiting by the lockers. Brittany coming along behind them with Jess. You wave at them. Damn, who is this? Also, you are 12. But who is this? Good to see you all. Regards, Daryl. How was class? That's a power stance. She also has a power stance. Good lord. Boring and boring. So glad to be out of there. One more useless. A minor and I'll be out of there. It's Geo. Hi, Geo. Geo just shrugged. A hand in his hoodie pocket while the other on his phone. I guess Geo's not Geo, Jess is a small one. We got to at least do something in our major class today though, which I'm glad about. That, of course she's Brittany. No other name, except for maybe a Jessica. More papers. There's at least something. Enough about papers. So about the Halloween party. Any ideas for a costume yet? As they talk with each other, at the corner of your eye, you notice a familiar figure. It was Sol. He came out of a classroom with another person. Another person came afterward behind him, seemingly bored out of his mind. Let's join Sol. Froze, is it okay if I leave? I have somewhere to be at. That's so. There was slight disappointment in his voice, but he lets you continue on. Yeah, sorry I couldn't hang out. Nonsense, I'll see you after lunch instead then. If ever you're interested, of course. Of course. He likes me. Give Pro one last smile before going over to where Sol is. You walk toward the two individuals. They seem to be in deep conversation. However, Sol noticed your presence and stopped talking. His attention now on you. The companion noticed a change in Sol's demeanor and followed his gaze as it landed on you. The shorter male greeted you with a smile. Hugo. Hey there. You're friends with Sunny? Sunny. He gave Sol a pat on the back with a smile on his face. Sol was unamused. He chose best to hide his red face behind his hands. You know, because such sunshine, he's Sunny. You giggle, looking over at Sol, his bright red face covered by his hand while looking away. Like a nickname? Yeah, Sunny loves the nickname I gave him. Right, Sunny? Sol didn't say anything. He just looked away and refused to meet my gaze. It's adorable. Hugo was a bit silent. He seemed to be analyzing your face, head tilting slightly to the side before a smile appeared on his face. You sure have taste, Sunny. They are very pretty, like you said. Sol just gave him a dark look, telling him not to even try to go there. A flush escaped your cheeks at the gesture. Anyway, nice to meet you. My name is Hugo. I'm Sol's friend. I keep saying it wrong, like I keep swallowing the word. James, pleasure to meet you. He shakes your hand with a smile on his face. So anyway, what are you up to? Oh, I just saw you both and I wanted to greet you. Anyway, I'm going to go to the rooftop today and eat lunch there. The weather's doing better unlike yesterday. You want to tag along with us? You guys aren't a fan of the cafeteria? Upon mentioning the cafeteria, Sol shivered as Hugo gave a small chuckle. Sunny isn't a fan of the noise there. I heard there was a food fight that happened yesterday. Right? They're not gonna lie, food fight sounds fun. What are you, high school? At least have fun a little bit, Sunny. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get going, shall we? Sure. Hugo walked to his usual spot and got himself seated on the bench that you somehow never saw before. Sol followed, a large wrapped box in his hands that caught your interest. I think we all know where this is going. Thank you. Soul noticed you from the corner of his eye, the edges of his lips going upward. He pointed at the box nestled in Soul's hands. Is that your lunch? You could say that. As Soul unwrapped the cloth, it showed you 3 bento boxes. He takes out the first bento box on top before giving the other one to Hugo. Hugo happily accepted the box, uttering a small thank you to Soul before taking out his chopsticks. Hugo opens the container and lets out an odd sound, his eyes sparkling. Drool slowly drops down the corner of his lip. Foul. Ew. You actually listened, and you cut these tiny sausages into octopi. Keep your voice down, it's ringing in my ears. Wait, I didn't take a picture of it. He gently placed the bento on his lap before rummaging through his phone. He flew it horizontally and up to the phone's camera. A small click of the camera's sound was heard before he placed it down. He took the container back into his hands, but not before turning to you and showing you what he keeps gushing about. Oh my. Oh! It's so cute. Isn't it adorable? There you see are various ranges of food, with the rice shaped to match a moth, seaweed to design the face, along with the cabbage leaf to form the wings. It's so freaking cute! Oh my god, I'm in love! Right below the moth are tiny sausages shaped like octopi. Wonderfully cut carrots were made to look like stars and squeezed beside stuffed shiitake mushrooms, egg rolls, sushi, and broccoli with melted cheese, as a dip looked delicious. I almost feel too bad to eat it. I feel like I know what it says, but I don't want to be wrong. Because I'm a nerd. I think that's the saying for, like, thank you for the food. Without wasting another second, Hugo started digging in. Did you make this by yourself, Soul? You could say that. Soul answered, opening his own container. The dinner was just a regular ham and cheese sandwich. He took out a piece, but before he took a bite, he turned to you. Have you eaten? In real life? Those eyes went wide, and Hugo gave you a look. When you knew it, Soul took out another box, the last bento box, before giving it to you. You can have this. It's an extra. Why do you have an extra? I didn't like how this looked, but I figured I could let Hugo finish it. It's a waste of ingredients. You don't have to, Soul, really. No, I insist. Oh, for feck's sake, just eat the same box. Hugo really had enough of the back and forth banter, suggested before continuing on his box. Soul hesitated at first. Eventually, took out a spoon and fork and handed out one for you. I'm not good at the whole flirting thing. So what do I do here? How does one relationship? That's my question. Yes, tease. Your hand is off for utensils. You raise an eyebrow in confusion. You don't want a spoon? Or do you prefer chopsticks? Nothing of the sort. What is it? I want you to feed me. I nearly took Soul out. He gave me a side eye, a judgmental look on his face as he stopped eating. He scooted a bit away. He scooted a bit away from the two of you before turning to his meal. Soul, however, was nervous for a bit, his eyes still transfixed on you. Still couldn't believe what he just heard. Are you just gonna keep staring at them or what? Shut up. I'll feed him. Soul gripped the spoon in his hand. He had a few pieces from the bento box before turning to you. His eyes averted away from you. A wild blush on his face, but he raised the spoon to your face. His eyes were shaking a bit, seemingly nervous. You take a bite and chewed. Felt the flavors mixing well. It was delicious and fresh. It's amazing. Soul, this is really good. Hiro nodded along with you. Food stuffed in one cheek like a hamster. I know, right? You'd honestly be surprised. Soul. You make a great house husband. Soul's eyes widened at your declaration. I really think so. I really do think so. Do you want to get married? You straight up asked if you want to get married. God damn, my guy. Soul is definitely house husband material. He can cook, he can clean, he can do anything. I'd rather not be your personal butler. It was a compliment. The two bantered, but you couldn't help looking at Soul. His eyes have a hint of sparkle in it. It seemed brighter. Hugo eventually finished his own box, tucking away the box and wrapping it back up. Hugo stood up from the bench, stretching out his limbs, walking a few steps ahead before looking back at the both of you. Is this what you guys do every day? You question, making Hugo turn to you. Or at least, when you both get together? What do you mean? You mean Soul giving me lunch? He just keeps forgetting to bring his own. Hugo pouts. You never finish yours, so I do the honors of ever finishing good food, thank you very much. How does bento box art? What inspired them? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, you don't know? Shut it, Go-Go. Go-Go? Go-Go! Oh, now we're using the nickname. Oh, now we're using the nicknames now, Sonny. How sweet of you. You see here, Games. My old pal here just makes food art like the typical artist that he is. But never bothers to finish it, much less eat it. And he really loves cute things like... Hugo turned to Soul. Soul just stared back at him, his arms crossed. What was the name of your plush horse, Sonny? Like hell I'm answering that. Boo. He owned a plush horse. Soul owns plushies. Right now Soul's face is beet red as he ties the bento boxes back up. He stood up from his seat. We're going over to where Hugo was. He stood up as well, following along the duo. It's so cute. Keeps surprising me more and more, Soul. He said nothing as he fixed his choker, the red going up to his ears at your compliment. Looks can be deceiving. This begs you to wonder, why do people never bother to notice him? Why don't people want to get to know him? Maybe they just never gave him the chance because of how he looks. Not to mention his intimidating height. Oh, it is only one piercing. I thought it was two. My bad. But in the end, he's a gentle giant. By then, Hugo stopped talking, the wind picking up a bit as he went by the railings. He leaned in and placed his elbows to the cold iron surface as he looked down. Curious, you approached him and looked down to where his attention was. And there you see a group of unfamiliar people. They look so fancy. They look rich, dangerous. It doesn't help that the adult with them, I'm guessing a teacher, has an eye patch on his right eye. High-class mugs. Phyllis had a disgusted look at the group of well-dressed students. He did his rhythm-sucking glance and went back to the bench. That class. You don't know about the hierarchy. No, not that I'm aware of. First time I've ever heard of it. How come I have never heard or seen one of them throughout my school years here? Hugo just made a low chuckle. His gaze still transfixed on the group below him. His eyes narrowed. Just like Soul, he clearly doesn't like them either. I don't blame you. No one likes talking about them anyway. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.